Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sankler, and today I'm going to show you how to make a spectral growl like this. So without talking much longer, let's go into our DAW and get started with this tutorial. So I have here a initialized patch here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select here from our factory the drink use preset wavetable here. And for this growl, I'm going to be doing some very advanced and very unique techniques here, exclusive to Vital, so this sound cannot be recreated in any other synth. So if you want sounds like this, definitely check out blacklotusaudio.com. They have a whole bunch of presets, sound design, like the way that I'm going to teach you now. But for now, let's go here into the advanced tab, and you can see here the oscillator 1 unison is straight out because we need to enable these voices here. And let's take it down 24 semitones so it actually sounds like a bass. This is a very spectral and very weird sounding growl wavetable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the detune all the way down. And let's go back into the advanced tab and notice that we now have the oscillator 1 unison here enabled. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the stereo because I don't want any wavetable. I don't want any stereo on the wavetable. So now I can go, and do you see how I move here manually the frame position? Then, well, I can add one different frame position for each voice so that it sounds spectral, it sounds different, by moving here the table spread. So you guys are going to listen now to this. It sounds weird because it sounds like a lot of sounds at the same time, but it sounds super cool, especially when you modulate it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a LFO here. Because since this is a growl, I want that growl tone. We can add a second LFO here to make it interesting, very subtle. Just give it more movement. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bend here. And I prefer how it sounds just going up. Now we're gonna add the basic growl filter, a high pass. And this is just to add a little bit of vowel. And I also want to add a notch here. And right now, as you guys notice, every time I press the keyboard here, the note sounds different every time, and that's because of the phase randomization. So if I take it all the way down to 0, it's always going to sound the same. If I take it up to 100, it sounds different. So that's up to discretion. I really like how it sounds with the phase randomization at 100%, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. So now I'm gonna add the multi-band here compressor. I set the volume all the way up to 0 dB, so that's very loud, it's very sausage. Now I'm gonna add a filter up here, and I wanna add the diode load shelf. This is good to give it a little bit more vowel movement. Sounds super cool. I'm gonna add some soft distortion here. And I want a little bit of more low end, so I'm gonna add a basic shape here. I'm gonna add some volume automation as well. Now I can set this to direct out. And add here a chorus, and this chorus is gonna work as a hyper. And now let's add here. Let's add also here a nice little dip with the band selected. We can add a second high pass here to further pronounce the valve movement. We can add a subtle amount of high end here. And if we want a deeper tone, we can add a vocode effect here. We can add some spectral spread here as well. We can add a subtle amount of detune if that's what your preference. That sounds super alien, that sounds super squelchy, super weird, and I really love how it's turning out. And of course we can play around here with the table spread and all that. And it just completely changed, it completely transformed the sound that we were just making just by adjusting the table spread and the wavetable position. If we want this to sound more squelchy, we can set the unison power to 0. play with the using power. We can play with the speed. And that right there works as a filler or a background bass that you can have with a fast moving bass on top. The possibilities are endless with this just one preset. And that's why I definitely think you should check out blacklotusaudio.com, because every single preset from blacklotusaudio.com has this insane amount of attention to detail in their presets. So if you want some really high quality presets like the one that we just made here, check out blacklotusaudio.com for more presets like this. Anyways, this was Soundkiller with another tutorial here as always. If you guys like the content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and comment down below what you guys want to see next. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.